Bismillah, salatu wassalam ala Rasulullah. Jazakallah khair for coming. So today's uh, main topic is that we will be organizing, we are, have been organizing and will take part in one international project, um, Charity Week, which is named. And today we'll show what has been done and what we are planning this year and how you can take part. Um, the whole presentation, I will try to keep it very short. We probably would not need too much time in certain things because the team is small. So inshallah, we will, as we had planned 90 minutes, but it will hopefully stay within one hour maximum. And so the overall um, um, structure of the presentation is divided into three modules, and for each module, we will have some information. Walaikum assalam, one information providing and some kind of a group activity, some information and group activity. So starting with now, we will start with a small icebreaker. So we'll start with some kind of activity. I see two brothers already know each other. You use the time, but you still need to know each other because this is a way to maybe you will not see the brother anywhere else, or the sisters will not see each other in this atmosphere again. So maybe one point you can say, introduce yourself as who you are, where you're from, and something interesting about you. Now you have to, there is the one important point. Something interesting about you. What you, that is why it is icebreaker. You have to be responsive, quick. So etwas Besonderheit über euch. I have to okay, do strict English. You understand everything. Okay, is it okay if I speak English? Awesome. So, before we start what Charity Week is, let us get to know who we are. I will maybe start. I'm Mark Rashid. I'm from Kashmir, India. I'm a father of a 4-year-old daughter, inshallah, and something interesting about me is I can make people in stress. Usually myself, I don't learn from my mistakes. I always do it again. I hope, inshallah, next year I will change certain things. But yeah, this is how I define myself. I create stress, and I am in stress, but I enjoy it sometimes. Okay, خلاص. I mean,
Yes. Okay. Yes, I am Amin. Uh, okay. Yes, I am. Forgot what again was.
introduce yourself and something interesting about you.
PhD student here in geochemistry. What would be interesting about me is,
Okay.
well, I guess I'm a boring person. I don't know. No, interesting about me. You know what? I am half Algerian and half German. But here the catch. Usually, the father is Algerian. In my case, no. I'm half.
So he switches between German and Algerian properties whenever it suits him. He's very good at that.
Very convenient.
Sonia.
So my name is Sonia, and I'm working at TX as research assistant. Something special. I make some nice sweets, and then we wait for the sweets to change. That's interesting part.
Okay, I am Hanan. I am from Tunisia. I am PhD student here. Interesting. I travel with Puppet from Mexico since 2013.
She takes her doll everywhere, and she makes it clear that the world sees her doll is traveling. Talal.
My name is Talal Ahmed. I am student here in geochemistry, and I am also working here in Frankfurt. So there's nothing special about me.
You have to search. It should be. Maybe it is clear for others.
At weekends, I usually stay at home.
There's a majority of
I don't want to go out. I don't want to go out.
Yeah, my name is Aram Salim. I've been working at Frankfurt since
last 6 years. I'm from Pakistan, and my family is also here. And interesting thing about me, there is as such, there's not, but I'm from Pakistan, and I am not that much interested in cricket. So that's something maybe something interesting, that someone coming from Pakistan or India, if he doesn't like cricket, then it's okay. So that can
He has to make a tawbah and offer 2 rakats and.
yeah. So next.
My name is Abdullah. I am from Yemen. I am working at TU Connects as a researcher. I think it's alles.
Ja, het was bijzonder.
Something very interesting. I travel every 2 weeks to Stuttgart
MashaAllah.
with my family. I have a children and the family in Stuttgart.
Oh, MashaAllah. Every 2 weeks. Oh, MashaAllah.
In this week, I am staying in Chemnitz.
Oh, oh. Samir.
My name is Anas. I come from Jordan. I am a student in master degree with engineering. And something interesting about me is I have some kind of experience for volunteer or aiding activities because I was captain in Jordan Army. And in 2011, I was in Jordan, Syrian border when the civil war began in Syria.
MashaAllah. So, really wonderful to know that we have so many different properties, and one of the main benefits of, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, that I made you into different tribes so that you would know each other. So each one coming from different parts of the world is bringing something. Even if we don't recognize what is special about us, we have already some background from a different nation, different mindset, and different way of doing things. And one of the core topics today would be discussed on in this regard. So let's start with
What is Charity Week? Yeah, start a video and then I speak a little bit.
okay. As long as it works. Now you have to speak all the.
I think
Huh? This is the wrong presentation. No, this is a picture.
It was supposed to be. Okay, you can say about Charity Week, or you can Google it.
Where is it? Yeah. So, it is the correct one.
What is Charity Week? Maybe you've heard of it from your friends or family, maybe at school or on campus, but you're not quite sure what exactly Charity Week does and how you can take part in it. So, let me explain. Charity Week aims to help orphans and needy children around the world with one vision: unity. This is a common concept in nature. Migratory birds would never be able to reach their destination alone, so they travel together, thousands of miles. Wolves travel in packs and protect each other. Pooling all their efforts, bees become tiny architects. There are countless examples, but when it comes to helping people, we simply forget about the power of unity. I mean, we give in charity, but rarely together. So as an individual, we can only help so many people for a limited amount of time. Take Amina, for example. She's sick, so we decide to help. We send over some money, maybe a lot of money, maybe even specific medication. But we forget that money and medication are very quickly used up. One doctor's appointment is never going to do it. And what about the 100 other children that need help just as much as Amina? So why not come together, pool not only our money but our effort to help not only one child but a whole village with new medical equipment, hospitals, seminars for doctors and nurses? How about sustainable solutions that don't just benefit more children but generations? Yup. We could send Ahmed some school supplies, a whole bunch of pens and pencils, even a notebook with 100 pages. But even 1,000 pages are full at some point. And what about Ahmed's sister who can't even go to school because the classrooms are too small, the buildings are too old, and there aren't enough teachers? So how about we unite, fix the school, expand the school, renovate the school, help train more teachers? How about we help not only Ahmed, but all children in his community? This is exactly what Charity Week has been successfully doing for over a decade. Every year, volunteers come together and raise money for projects that are sustainable and benefit not only individuals, but whole communities. Projects like water tower systems that save rainwater in reserve tanks and are used during drought seasons. But see, it's not just drinking water. It's a system to provide water for sanitation, like water to flush a toilet or take a shower. And it's not just sanitation either. It's water for the crops they grow to provide food for the whole community. Throughout the years, we have been able to provide hospitals that lacked life-saving equipment with what they needed to give children a chance at life. For us, that didn't just mean sending over some monitors and incubators. Of course, but it also meant educating staff and engineers on how to operate and fix the equipment when needed. Every year, young volunteers around the world come together to raise millions for projects just like this. Projects that don't just help children in need, but they also help them to get out of poverty for good. So how do you raise the money? That's the fun part. Once a year, young people around the world come together and join all their creative energy to come up with fun events to raise money. So that could be a cake stall, because, who doesn't like cake? But it can also be a bit crazy, like talking a professor into shaving his head if a specific amount of money is raised, organizing a quiz night, or a fun race. From sport tournaments to costume-themed events, volunteers come together and achieve unbelievable things, like raising over £1 million, over €1 million, over $1 million in just 1 week. So what happens with the money? You choose. Charity Week is a project by Islamic Relief. So every year there's a list of sustainable projects that benefit children around the world. You choose which projects you want to have implemented. Islamic Relief is already there on the ground to make it happen. You can find more information, such as detailed annual reports that show what projects have been funded throughout the years, at www.charityweek.com.
Okay, Alhamdulillah, I think this was quite a short and also good overview about what is this about Charity Week. So basically, we are trying to um, uh, get together to help children who are really in need. And we started in Chemnitz 2016. We realized that we did different events. Like, for example, we have here our very great idea. It was, I think, 2018 when we got it with the food delivery, where locals from different countries are cooking food from Bangladesh, from Tunisia, from all around the world, and then for specific days, and then we deliver to the people who are ordering it. To enjoy food from all over the world, which is also showing a little bit of the idea of Charity Week, because we are trying to unite the world together. So we started 2016. You can see this picture is quite old on the amount of hair is on my head. I don't know, where am I? Here. Exactly. You see this? 6 years ago. Good old times. Anyways, it was. No, we started like small, kind of. We wanted to. We heard about this charity week, and we thought, oh, it's a good idea. So we planned and did and worked. And alhamdulillah, we were actually very successful, I feel like, because for the first time we did this event and we raised like 1.4 thousand, which is a good amount, I think. Germany-wide, 42,000, and worldwide, again, Charity Week is an event where institutions and students and volunteers from all around the world, from Canada, from US, South Africa, Qatar, and Germany, working together, and we achieved really 2016 over 1.2 million euros. 1.2 million. This is a crazy number, and a lot of projects were able to be funded. But let's see also how it developed last year.
So these are the figures from Islamic Relief, right?
The numbers? Yeah, exactly. From Charity Week, I will come to this eventually. You can see all the numbers and all the how this money has been used and everything online. There are annual reports. Yeah, they're accessible online. So there are detailed description of what has been raised and how it has been used. So last year, is there some? Oh no, it's only with me. So yeah, 4,100 to be exact, not too exact, but a little more than 4,000. So alhamdulillah, so far we realized that every year we are trying to develop a little bit, to improve, to come up with new ideas. For example, food delivery came up one day, and then game show and whatever. And we're trying to get better and better every year, alhamdulillah. And so far it worked very well. Not only us, but throughout Germany we try to get new institutions, and each institution also tries to develop itself and eventually get better and better every year. So last year, how much Germany got in total was 240,000, almost 200,000 more than 6 years before, 5 years before. Crazy. So yeah, this number also, you have to also think it was COVID. Why COVID? Even though there was COVID, the numbers were increasing. Everything was closed, everything shut down, but the people got creative, you know. They thought, okay, what can we do without too much contact and this and that? And they achieved to, even under these circumstances, improve themselves for getting united and helping the people who are in need, the children, the orphans. So let's see at the global total. The global total was over 2 million euros. It is crazy. It is crazy. It is just, I feel like I am overwhelmed by this, because it is like
It's 1 week at the end.
exactly
It's not
within 1 week,
1 week, but
and this is giving you an idea. What are we capable of? What we can do in just 1 week? We got 2 million euros for children and orphans in need. And you saw the video. This is not like a project you give food and money. No, you are building like a holistic solutions. You are not building, giving books and papers. You are giving school. You are teaching teachers to give proper education. You are taking care not only of the school, but also to have enough water from rain or whatever, so the sanitary system is working as well. So it is like a full package. You are the projects in Charity Week are always like full packages. There are also emergency projects, but generally speaking, the goal is to have to help the community at the countries, not only for the duration where the care is coming, but also for the future. So not only the people there are benefiting from it, but also the generation after. Okay. So projects, I said already, there are all kinds of projects. There are emergency projects, of course, but there are also educational projects and projects concerning the healthcare. Orphans are usually a focus. There are a lot of projects also concerning taking care of orphans worldwide, for example, in Bangladesh or Bosnia and other countries. And a big variety of projects. We will, in a second, also see what kind of projects. For this, actually, this activity part is now coming. You have the projects? Okay, maybe you hand it out. So there are already planned projects. So in Charity Week, it's a little bit special. We don't know always how much we can raise. So far, alhamdulillah, due to the unity of the people worldwide, we were able to fund all the projects in the last years. But this is, of course, not guaranteed. So what is possible here at Charity Week, you can vote online basically which projects has the highest priority for you. And then according to the priority list, which comes up through this process, the projects will be funded in this order. Okay. Now the task. You have to choose which project is most important. You have a budget of 100,000 euros, and you have to choose which project gets this money. and you have to defend yourself. Why this project gets is the most important.
Now this is where you guys have to move, like in a small group. Brothers can group together, and you argue or you come up why you think which projects you will choose. Choose one.
So, just to explain a little bit more, you take a look of the projects for this year, and yeah, you vote basically which projects gets the funding. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So yeah, as Jakob already explained, sorry for, but yeah, maybe you can make groups of two, and then discuss with each other which project is maybe the most important one, and which one should get the 100,000.
Okay, this activity we cannot split or prioritize. Okay, this much we can.
No, no,
Okay,
one
we have to
project.
give.
You have to
Exactly.
choose one, and you guys first have to team up and decide on which one you choose. And this is also part of activity, choosing. And then you have to come up with one line why you think this project should be funded.
One line is maybe more like short explanation. Yeah. Not,
Systems of a group.
okay, I will say it may take 5 minutes or
You have 5 minutes.
5 minutes.
Sonia will lead the good, good. 5 minutes is like Brian, if you can. So one thing which usually always helps is to, if you guys just stand up, please stand, please stand up, please. Aufstehen bitte, bitte aufstehen. Ja, alle bitte, bitte. Jetzt bisschen zusammenkommen, wir können sitzen bleiben. Aufstehen bitte, zusammenkommen. Jetzt in eine Runde. Stand, you can stand in a group, in a circle. In a circle. And now, first you guys can each one decide on which you think as should be, and see if the majority is agreeing on it. And then finalize on one. You have 5 minutes.
Projects with food?
Yeah.
One of the recent years, but from your perspective, what you think is the most important project that could be all the efforts towards this project? Put all the efforts. There are also projects here in Europe, like to support refugees, to support the families in the sea, and also there is one in India and Pakistan. And each year they see which is the most important and which is the project that should be done in a specific area, and they start, making the idea, and we choose which project that could be most important things, and then we should voting for this thing. Which project, from your perspective, you think is important to start with, or to concentrate on? So each one of you should have a justification why you choose this project from his perspective.
I don't know the intelligence behind that, because if we don't have a choice, for example, if someone is educated and he come back to his country, so he can learn more than one country. But if he don't have food, he cannot learn anyone. Yeah. And this is basic needs. I actually, with this in mind, which I very
So you are with the departments are all over the place.
So why would you put Somalia in these two professions in this again and in this year?
They have a different project. They say it from different perspectives. There is education is very different. So they think in each country maybe they could take different projects. So they use it in some different scenarios, they have different projects. Like if there is an emergency, they think about also Somalia, if they have a project for that, they will mention it also. So they have a different project for each category, and based on this, somebody can vote for it. Like for example, if the country have 2 3 more projects in the same area, Egypt, they leave this country like Somalia, Syria, whatever countries, they leave these projects in different categories. But the problem comes at the end, okay, you need for all the projects, so you need to choose one. Which project that you can prioritize?
So if they choose one, so other people
This is true. Yeah.
so there must be responsibility.
This is not just an ideas for projects. They see it from the perspective of people give the most priority to each project, which you think from the bigger perspective, because you are a part of the country. You need to take it with you. So you think from the bigger perspective, how to play first, what you think is the most urgent project. Okay, and this perspective comes from reflections.
Yeah.
You ask which project that you have.
I will also go with this amazing food and nutrition necessity of everyone. So having food here is defined by
My priority will be that emergency protection and understanding how to work with protection because I know and I have seen the situation in real life the situation there because they have no shelter, they have no food, and everything is
Simply they have no
yeah,
influence also, they have
exactly.
one third of Pakistan is
Almost one third of the country are drowned, and that's already drastic situation. That's why I think that should be the priority.
your perspective.
I will go with you. I am priority for something like for food,
Which one?
emergency.
Emergency. Yeah. So all the people agree with the food stuff. It's a
So
basic things that you are
yeah,
having.
priority emergency is always a priority because there is what we now. It's not a long term situation. It's not something that people need right now to be stable again or to. It's about saving lives. So that's why emergency projects, maybe all of like emergency projects should be the priority.
also there is difference between the government in each country. There is some government they can manage it. Even there is something, for example, I think Bangladesh can manage it. This is something
That's
happening
why
all
I
the
think
time.
it is one of
But
Pakistan have some resources.
Okay,
It's not
slowly,
stopping.
maybe try
but
to
about
wrap
Somalia,
up.
there is nothing. I was there. It's really nothing. The government very weak. They just have this kind of militia. They control some pieces, government, some parts of the land. So it's a disaster.
Yeah, that's
Um,
an important
so
point.
from my perspective, I go with Palestine for water installations for this facilities for this water. Looking at as the food is a basic thing, also water is a basic thing for something like that. From the perspective of Palestine, it's not something like happened by the weather or happened by something. It's someone like forcing them or cutting something for them. So I'm going from this perspective that the water also a basic thing could be distributed. So each one here has a perspective, each one here has an opinion, and you can choose which one of these projects based on this. Yeah.
I will
Okay,
go
last minute.
is about the model that why only goes to one project because I'm really not sure because choosing one and focusing on that there should be some splitting according to the priorities so you can allocate okay 30% we contribute to this project, 40% to this project. Then they cannot in 1 year you can then contribute 30 projects, I think.
That's good. But kind of good projects to make it continuous and make it not dependent on some resources. Like you're giving some money for someone and he just, buy something with it, and after that, okay, what he will do? He need another money, okay, another batch of money, okay, or helps for that. So to think in a project that can last for a long time and self feed by itself, like it has it's a
But
self.
in some cases there is no time. The people will die.
Yes, that's true.
We talk about the people will die. Anything can die. But when we talk about solar, I think
Okay,
this is the
I
first
think
priority because this is in our
please
in the first priority.
Yeah, okay.
we need to continue.
Let's each one he choose a project
Oh,
and he will show his perspective on this project.
so so you did it individually?
Individually.
All right. Then we have a lot of groups today. Then ladies first. Okay. So now someone who wants to voluntarily start. Otherwise, I would start on the right from me.
On the right.
On the right. You're on the right.
You can start.
Okay. So which project?
So our project is South Africa orphan sponsorship. Why? Because orphans they don't have a backbone that will say we are hungry, we have we have a problem with our education, and so on. So if we take this category of people, so we'll provide everything in the other projects. We'll provide for them education, we'll provide for them um, food, we'll provide for them a place to live in. So this um, project will will gather all the aspects in the other projects.
Mhm.
If they have someone to say that they need this thing, then they could have it. But
So
if there is
basically,
no one saying that these are orphans
yeah.
and they need this, we will not have this other project, food and things. So we
Okay.
need to look first for orphans.
Okay. Basically, because they have no one who can take care of them, so they need most help because no one can speak for them.
Yes.
Okay. Ibrahim.
Yeah. For our side, like I think two people they agree in one project. Other two or three people, each one we choose a project. So we will go.
Okay, you start.
Individually. So I will start with from my side, from my perspective, Palestine, because as food as is a basic thing, also water is basic thing. And if you have the opportunity to get the water by yourself, it's okay. But if someone preventing you from getting this water it is the most urgent thing because people will die there.
Hmm.
And as many people or the group there, they mentioned that the food and the basic things, also water is a basic thing. Without food, without water, also people cannot
Okay. So
reach.
you say Palestine because they provide water and sanitary facilities for schools.
Yeah.
So yeah, water is like one of the fundamentals
Yeah.
for life. Okay. Anis?
I will go with Horn of Africa because at first place the hunger is not choice. This is something they don't have any control on it. This first one. Second one, also the governments in these countries are very weak. They cannot bring an aid or control even the aid when they come because there is a lot of militia that then they can't take the food or something like that. And this is something I see it in my eyes.
Hmm.
And also, if we delay this, the people will die
So, which country you said again?
Horn of Africa.
Whole North Africa. Okay. Yes, I see. Yes. So basically, when they don't get the food or general basic stuff for living, they will die. So you cannot delay it, and this is why this is highest priority for you. Okay.
I do with the same
Same.
project,
Okay.
but yeah, I can add something like in my country, for example, yeah, for the emergency hunger, but in my country is also
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
we can add in this project
Mm.
because I see they are 20 million are hungry.
Yes.
Also, and 250,000 kids catastrophe. So that's, I think the food is really
Food is number one priority. Okay.
Yeah. So I wanted to vote on the emergency flood appeals in Bangladesh and Pakistan, and that's because um, I have a connection to the region and I know the situation on ground. You can imagine that it said 1/3 of the country is drowned.
Mm.
And the people there, they have right now no shelter, they have no food, they have nowhere to go, and it's something that we have to act first right now because they have nowhere to go, and it's the toll of deaths is gonna increase because of that. So that's
So
why.
it's a similar reasoning why you choose the flood emergency in Pakistan and Bangladesh because it is urgent. You need it now.
Exactly.
Talan?
Uh, I have choose the Horn of Africa. Horn of Africa
Okay.
emergency hunger appeals. As name says, it is emergency there. So I
Mm.
think food should be the number one priority there. So because you can't live like few days without food. So that's why I choose Horn of Africa.
The Horn of Africa because there's
Basic necessity of food.
yeah emergency hunger appeal.
Yes.
Same similar reasoning. So all of you kind of for emergency situations
Exactly.
or water. This is one reason also. So I see there are like different opinions. Some people say, okay, people are dying now, they need something, some food. Some people say, okay, water is the most basic thing. We need water, otherwise diseases will spread, or also you will maybe die out of thirst. Others say no. Often they don't have anyone to speak for them. They no one will take care of them. So they will eventually like also die. So or I don't know. It's very difficult for them. So there are a lot of different reasons. But here's the point. I think you all felt it. It was hard.
You tried really hard.
Who to help, right? Even for the emergency projects, there are several. Who should we give the food? Yeah? Should we leave the orphans by themselves? Should we leave the people without the water? So this is the point where we are we are missing. We cannot help everyone. At least not when we are trying to do it ourselves. So okay, I would like to add.
Just
Yeah.
one point I would like to add in our discussion. I said, mm, uh, does it always make sense to contribute to just one project, or we can also split according to the priority? Ibrahim had also a very nice point that okay, we want to make sustainable projects, not that we support the project halfway and for the next step or for the sake of that the project is ongoing, we don't have any money left.
Hmm.
So it's also one big point. But if you have more projects parallel, like emergency projects or any other projects, so we can also say, okay, we will allocate 30% to this project for this year and
But
30%
still,
to this
if you
year.
say okay, 20% for this project and 20% for this project, so 20% of the orphans will be helped and 80% will go wherever, and 20% of the people get food,
but you have contributed to it to some
Sure.
extent, yeah.
But here's the point. As I said, we cannot, individually, we cannot help everyone.
Yeah.
This is not possible. We cannot just, okay, I will now, I have a project, okay, I will give some money, that's it, I'm fine. No, this is where the vision of Charity Week comes in. Because we don't want to choose. And we shouldn't choose. We should work together. We should, okay, there's a story. How this all began. There was the founder of Charity Week. He started with a box. He saw, okay, there are problems in his home country. We need to get funding. He put the box in the mosque. He got some money. He sent the money, and some people got help. But he was feeling it also. This is not enough. We don't have the. I helped, okay, some people temporarily, but this is not how it works. So he started this whole program. He got people together, and they're working together, starting some events, planned something, and then it grew. People, they were able suddenly to not only help those people locally, but also more people. And then they got in touch with Islamic Relief and everything, and then they were not only able to help some people, but a lot of people, and not only temporary, but sustainable. So the bottom line, when we unite, when we work together, when we work with the people from all around Germany and all around the world, with people from UK, from South Africa, when we unite as Ummah, we don't have to choose. We can achieve great things. You saw the numbers. They are increasing and increasing. Why? Because people worldwide are working together more and more and more. And more people are joining to help those who need it most. The orphans, the people in need, the children in need. When we unite, we can help more people. And the orphans and the children in need, they deserve that we get united. They deserve that we are working together to help them. There's another story. Charity Week is also every year kind of a slogan which pushes the people. It is a great idea actually, because I remember, I think the first year we started Charity Week, it was let's get further together. They took NASA as an example, kind of. They reached the moon eventually, and then they took it like to push each other. Let's get further together. We want to help the people in need, the children in need. And then also, let's build together, let's unite together, and slogans like this. So this year, there is also a slogan. And with this slogan, there's also a story connected. So the general topic this year is sport. Yeah, sport. Usually, you work together as a team, you play, and you try to get, first place or something like this. So there's a story about uh, a team which has so much money, and with this money, they have also the best players. Maybe some of you think now about football. I don't know, Barcelona, Chelsea. They are rich. They have a lot of money. They have the best players because of the money. But this team I'm speaking about, with all the money and all the, with the best players, they are losing. They are losing every game. What's wrong with this team? What's wrong with this team?
Maybe they don't work together.
Every time they play, someone says, starts a fight. They're starting discussing. They are starting to uh, push the other one down because they want to show I'm better or something like this. They have all the money and the best players, but they are losing and losing and losing and losing because they are not working together. Not only they are not working together, they are fighting against each other. Who's this team? Who's this team? It's
we,
us.
Muslim community, as a whole,
Yes.
flower as a whole.
This is the problem we are facing today.
But not just this. I think the issue is deeper than.
Of course, of course. It is simplified, yes, but it
This
is.
is to show us how hypocrite our world is. There is a million people, they just work for few years, comparing the fact, and other people in Africa, they just work for 1 day or more to find food.
Yes,
How this happened, how we reach this situation.
exactly. Even though we have so much money. So, alhamdulillah, we should start. We should take the initiative and work together with the people everywhere together so we can help and start getting united and getting our community back on track and helping the weakest from us, the orphans and the children in need. So, Jazakumullah khair, I think now is the time for the next chapter. What have we planned for this year? Yes. Okay, Jazakumullah khair. So, so um, the overall motivation was working together and how united efforts can result into much bigger sustainable goals. Yeah? So what now? What has been done, or what can be done in Chemnitz this year? We have planned 5 activities. They can be grouped into 2 categories. One are food related, and one are games related or activities related. Food related, you have Fala Food, led by Sonia. She will save every. So for each event, we have an event lead, the one who is the head, has the overview of all the information and helps coordinate the activity. And we have Cake Day. This is something one of the most special events for us because this is where we interact with not just Muslim community but also with non-Muslim community. We tell them why we are here, what we are doing, and they first come only for the cake, and then they get an overview of what Islam is about. Then we have activities for focus towards children. These two are mainly focused towards children. One towards creating handcraft. This is where Louisa is involved. She will talk about it. And then Kinderfest, which we did last Eid also, where we reserve the whole sports hall and we organize different variety of activities. It can be coordination related activities, it can be some racing activities where they compete, children compete with each other and do some funny games, and they have to earn something, they have to earn these points or something so that they understand the aspect of why they are doing something and they try to improve. And part of it is also Quran corner, for example. So children recite a part of Quran they have memorized, and the one having the most is given some gifts. So this way to uh, give them a feeling of that they can have enjoyment in Islamic atmosphere as well. We are not depressed nation. We have celebrities. We have fun activities as well. And finally, game show. This is more of a student as well as family event. It is an online event where Islamic quiz is organized online, and it starts with something simple, medium to very hard. So very hard could be how many date palms were planted for one Sahabi to be relieved, freed as a slave. So this something which a person would have in very detailed information could answer the very hard. And this is also done online. So there is you are competing with not just Chemnitz, probably the Germany. So because the brothers and sisters or families throughout the Germany can take part. So this is as an overview. Now we will go just one step by step, just that you get a little bit more uh, overview. Like for Kinderfest, Ibrahim is the lead. Maybe you can tell a few words.
Yeah, I will start just with one event, like some some stuff that happened to us when we were in the childhood. each one of us, he has some character that someone is an old or someone he brings sweets for the kids, and he is always remembering this guy. Even if he grow up, when he see him, he always remembering the old memories about him when he brings some sweets for him or something like that. So from this perspective, in a Islamic framework, or Islamic, kind of environment, to bring all the kids, to not let them go outside of this environment, to bring them all, play together, play in an Islamic way, to put some competition in their way, to have more knowledge about Islam, knowledge about, also at the same time having some fun. So to be part from this person in your childhood, to remember that person, I hope that small children, I don't know, Halim or Malik, remember me with some sweets, I don't know, but I would like to be the person that's with every child, Naila, I didn't bring any sweets. So I to remember that person that he brings the sweets or that he make fun for me. Also from our perspective for our children, to give them some environment that they can play together with other children and in Islamic way. So the event here, we did it in the last year, you see different games, you see different places to play, also some activities with competitions for reciting Quran, having some fun also with henna for the girls, also for the boys. And we planning to do this also in the sport hall in 2 and also in 31 of October. It means that's in the at the end of this month. And what we would like to have at the end, we improve every year by the events, and we trying to improve the events year by year. So we're trying to have a proper planning, a proper organizing for the whole event, and a proper support from the volunteers. Because a huge number of children or kids, it needs a lot of people to manage them, to not have problems with the kids or to not hurt themselves. So from this perspective, we ask or we would like to have more volunteers to support us on the planning phase, organizing, even in the event itself or before the event. And the last thing, as I told you, like we have different events, we have different games, henna competitions, and also we have some part of food where the families they can sit also and eat food and let the kids enjoy their time. And also we try through these events to market some fundraisings for the other events. For example, in the last time we did some marketing for the Islamic Center here to have a fundraise there. And it was through, because we have the whole community and it is Islamic community or Muslims community, we could bring this marketing aspect in this event. And even for the other events, in the charity week or in the cake day or cake day or other events. This is from perspective of the kinder phase. I think the next food day, so or Falah food. Sonia, she is leading this event. She can speak a little bit about it.
So the Falah event comes, as Amin said, maybe during Corona time. So usually we had this picnic from 2016. We had usually this cake day in the city center, and 2019 we were started like we cannot do that. We need online events, and for the food we decided to make this Falah restaurant. We named it in 2019. So this year we also are planning to have it, even COVID is not anymore there. So we have already defined the menus. The menu we will have foods from Syria and from Tunisia. I would say this year basically. If you are interested or you know people who would like to join to add something to the menu, you can do it because unfortunately this year it's not daily. It's only in the weekends, Friday and Tuesday. We decided, but if whoever of you know some people who can join for one day, you are welcome. So these are some foods picture from the last year. For sure, we need some people to cook. We need some people to buy the things that we cooked, and also we need people to deliver things. Like I'm thankful for, and this is our first delivery. So this is the photo for our first delivery for the couscous in 2019. And I I would say you are welcome to contribute by advertising, especially in the student online. If you are living there, so we don't have any more their contact to students, so this is important too, because they can do the order online, and our preference is to deliver nearby, not to be also so far. That makes the things easy for us. Yeah.
Also, I know somebody here right now sitting. They are very, very good cooks. I will not
Still,
tell
we
their
have,
names.
yeah.
And I know the
There
wives
is,
of some.
It us is.
So he declared it.
we will be happy to try
Yeah.
other foods also.
Oh, they.
And yeah, to try, we need to provide
So,
changes to the menu. So
if I have seen a couscous in comparison, or I would say sometimes better, or same, almost same, it was from Anas. Yes, he made it for 4 hours. Yeah, it can be competition later. And here, Alhamdulillah, we will not say anything. I will not otherwise say anything. But his family can also contribute in bringing some Pakistani menu.
anyway, like
Of course, yeah. So we can.
You can ask the Babi if interested. We can add this menu into the online.
yeah, it would be nice if we know it as soon as possible that we change
How much capacity and stuff, then we can also
capacity in terms of.
like if how much she can also cook. Not that we
It
will.
depends on how much you make advertisement, and when people try
We
it
would
and
need.
it's really tasty, then the second time you have it, you will get more orders. That's what I can say about that.
There is a brochure for the menu. You can go to the dorms and talk with them.
We usually.
To explain what we do
Yes.
and
We can provide that, yeah, for sure.
Yes.
Because this is our main goal, honestly. I know that there are a lot of Muslim students now coming, but we don't have too much contact with them. And for the days, it's still free Monday, Thursday, and Wednesday. Yeah.
And
we can manage it. Some
so
group we can go and we contact with them.
Is there some groups like for student, Muslim student here?
Yes. Not just group face to face, we can go.
Yeah.
This
but
is
we
the.
need to have the group because we don't.
From Pakistani community, we have the group. So like for the students, for the new and the old, like Pakistani Student Association. So we can
So
like advertise
wherever
there.
you see contact that we could make advertisement, I would say for the Falah food and for the cake day.
Because now I see many students from Syria, like many students in Barcelona, but we don't have any sponsor.
So it is the best. We usually start with online. We prepare the material. We make the overview of what it is and what will be available. But the effect it has with flyers, it has equal effect when it is told by a human being. So if every one of us can just say to five and make it at least they take the first order, they will say to other five. So it can improve. And second aspect, so this is a marketing task kind of for this event, but it also has logistics part. Those who are on the day delivering. It also has the part of cooking. Anyone volunteering to cook something and providing it as in the list. So it has these specific roles. It can be logistics, event management, marketing, and overall it can be a small team which, and it starts with here as in united efforts towards a certain cause. Game show, this is something simple. We have, as I said, different levels of quizzes here. We can have brothers and sisters coming up with most difficult Islamic question, for example, the thing, and most medium level, most simple level. If so, we have a questionnaire which we developed over years, but we can increase it. And the best part of it is we try this year, inshallah, we try it to make it in different languages, at least in English and Arabic, at least. That we have a possibility for families to play this game within their own small circle, small family members as well. Here also the main activity is the questionnaire or idea development to that of on the actual event there would be a host and there would be some technical support team. So these are technical support and questionnaire team. And fine, or second last is handcraft.
Yeah, the handcraft will be maybe or visible.
It's okay. It's okay. It's true. So, handcraft is for involving children for doing different activities. Louisa will be leading this activity, and we will be organizing it for in the Les Cafe.
In the Nescafe in 54, yeah, on Sunday, 23rd. Yeah.
Everything
It will be from 2 to 5. So if you know families who have children, like kids, like there will be handcrafts activity related to autumn weather and also to the charity week.
Louisa, you have something to add? Something which.
We will see how it goes.
So, and finally, Cake Day. This is all led by Amin.
So yeah, on Cake Day, basically what we do is getting cakes and giving them out for a donation. And this is the city center usually. It was at least in the last years. This, by the way, is the best banner I have seen ever. I just need to mention it. It's a video. Oh, okay. So yes, we are providing different kind of cakes from again all around the world, and then people passing by. Usually they are very friendly actually. It was a surprise at the first year, but alhamdulillah, it is really nice um, to stand there and speak with the people a little bit. And yes, very great event, not only because it is maybe the best in terms of donations and also in terms of communication, but also in best of cakes. All right.
Yeah. So here also main rules are the one who provides some different sweet, some specific food which is very exotic, which people have not eaten, and usually we provide some ingredients like information to the people what is in it. Like we don't give anything anywhere, so we are a little bit responsible and careful also about the quality as well as the health aspects. Second thing is this event requires setting up of stall in the city center. So registration, for example, is on the way. It has been done, but it also has some material, marketing materials, putting up the table, bringing up the sweets, contacting with the families, organizing it, and taking care of their utensils and giving it back to them. So all the events have these different types of roles. Either you can provide some kind of food or something, or you can be the muscle, you can be logistics, you can be there and speak with people. Because subhanallah, speaking with people is an art which Prophet Muhammad also suggested as, this is one of the arts. And this way of speaking and understanding your audience, this is also something which we learn while we stand out there, which might be at the start difficult, uncomfortable, but over time becomes something which we can do spontaneously. And finally, we come to the part now where, again, not to keep it monotonous, now coming back to you guys, how we can now act. We have an Excel sheet. This is the part which usually in I think the brothers can relate to it when Jamaat comes, Islamic Jamaat comes, and they say, "Who is tayyar now? Put your hands up." Now this is the time. Now we say you heard everything. You probably will have some sweets as well, but this is the time to think, to contemplate where you can take part, either as a part of core team, as in from the aspect of logistics or marketing or event management itself, or you are more interested specifically to some specific event. You can say, I would be rather be in cake day, or I would invest in falah food. So you can put your names. We will have some now short coffee break. You guys can think about it. You guys, if you have some questions, you can ask your event lead members. You can ask them if something is not clear. If you want to understand how much effort it is, you can ask them right now while having some sweets and coffee. And by the end of 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes break, we'll just put some names which want to do it now. Rather, later we will put it online. And this material will be provided online, and you can fill up, and you can also connect with your friends who you think can take part. Make your own teams. Yeah? You can have your own events, but see to it that you communicate with. That everything can be done in an organized way, because yeah, we might need some venue, we might have to register, so certain things are limitations, so we cannot create a lot of things at the last time, but we can contribute on the events which are already there. I think I will wrap up to this. This is the action points would be, once you connect with, once you put your names and WhatsApp numbers and stuff here, we will connect you into WhatsApp groups or some groups with which where you can communicate, and you will have next meetings event related or task related, and where the time slots and stuff you can say, okay, I can be in the city center at this time to this time. I am available for this time only. But you have to be very, you have to keep your word, huh? Exactly, masuliya. When you say that you will do it something, try your 100%. So this part, that's why think about it, see to it that you are available, and what things you can actually do. You can contribute. If you're not sure, speak with your family, see to your schedule, and then decide and then write your. Barakallahu fiqh, Jazakallah khair. We thank you all for coming, and there are some coffee and sweets, very, very special sweets from Brahim, from Morocco, in the in the next room, so you guys can get something, and we, in 5-10 minutes we have some coffee and stuff, and then later we close up, inshallah. So if you want, we can write the names. You can ask with your team leads, or you can just have coffee for now. Please. We will put it online only. Yeah, خلاص. I have this directly. You click on it and it opens. Okay. Yeah, yeah.